Hello everyone, welcome to RoyalDarKnight's Haven. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss about the build required or a decent build that we can use for the first part of the Iron Horse raid. So let's get started. Okay,
Inventory.
so for my primary weapons, I'm using my Eagle Bearer, that's what's going to be my base. And then for my secondary, I'm going to use Baker's Dozen. As you can see the attributes on both of them. It's a near god triple god roll, but yeah, it's fine. So with these, I'm gonna be using a triple piece of Providence, one Walker and Harris, one Fenris for the assault rifle damage, and the obvious Overlord knee pads, the Fox Sprayers. So this is my build, though I would love a better roll on my mask a bit more because it's there and thereabouts, but those minor points is something I want to change in the future. So that's my mask. My backpack is also good, but not the greatest of all them. So 4.5 weapon damage, 11.3 crit damage, 5.4 crit chance, and 11.9 crit damage mod. I'm using vigilance on it because of the weapon damage bonus, and that's what we'll be looking for because this is a DPS oriented build. And for my chest piece, I'm using a Walker and Harris. Usually people would prefer using the perfect glass cannon Providence chest piece, or either glass cannon because of the weapon damage, but since I like to be, or my play style is more aggressive and I like to be into the fight rather than stay in cover for the most of the time, so that's why glass cannon is not for me, and that's why I'm using spark, which gives me like 15% weapon damage, so that's more than enough for me. And 14.8% weapon damage, 12.0% crit damage, 5.4% crit chance, and 12% crit damage mod on it. Well, followed by my holster, that's the Fenris for my assault rifle damage bonus. It's a 15% and a 12% god roll stats on weapon damage and crit damage, and crit chance is not too far off. I'm just missing like 1.3. That's meager, so that's fine. For my gloves, that's Providence gloves with 15% weapon damage, 11.7 crit damage, and 6% crit chance. And finally, the basic piece that you find in everyone's DPS builds these days is the Fox Press knee pads. The only reason I'm using this is for the 8% damage to targets out of cover. Otherwise, I would have just used the other piece that I have. That's the Walker and Harris knee pads, triple god roll, 15% weapon damage, 6% crit chance, and 12% crit damage, and that would give me 5% bonus damage to armor as well. So that's my second choice on my knee pads. So that's the build. Pistol is, you can just use anything. I like using backup broomstick for just immense firepower or for a sudden change, because you only use your pistol in rare cases or occasions. So that's that. And for my skills, I like running both damage skills, though it's preferable if you are running a hive. If you are new to the game, I would just use a Restorer Hive in place of my Assault Turret, because Assault Turret would mean it's a fixed position and you can't proceed to ahead, and then you have to destroy your skill. Since it's not the case in most of the cases, you're not going to just stay behind for most of the time, so let's change to Restore Hive, and then I'm using my Striker Drone because that helps me proc my Spark in the fight continuously, and that way I'm always getting my bonus damage. And okay, so I'll take you guys to the raid spot, and I'll just show you how I would like to position myself and where do I play with my aggressive stats on. Right. Since I've already completed it yesterday,
Communication
so
relay
it's all
offline.
open. Okay. Here we go. Once you get over these stairs and jump down out the window, you're gonna have 3 NPCs on top of the bridge and a grenadier tank and a couple more NPCs below. So what I do is I just rush up before shooting anyone up, and from this spot it's easier to just take down those 3 NPCs over here and a couple of NPCs that spawn over there. And then I take guard over here because NPCs come out from this spot, 5 of them to be precise, and then they're all reds mostly, so that's easy. And then take cover over here and then deal with the shotgunners that rush through. Once that's dealt with, you and your team push forward, and then you try and take down the mortar turret guys over here, and then the machine gun turret guys are being targeted. Then the same time the others will drop down. You're gonna have 2 grenadier tanks, each popping out from one of these doors, and then you just take care of them and then rush towards this door immediately, and you're gonna have NPCs coming from here. Take care of them, and then as soon as they are done, you're gonna have NPCs come from this door. So take care of these NPCs. And that, to the most part, should end up with you should clear all the NPCs that there are there. And then what we're gonna do is, since I'm a rusher and I like to be near the boss and take care of his backpack mostly while damaging him, so what I do is I just change my Eagle Bearer to a Lady Death, or sorry, not a Lady Death, a Sweet Dreams or a Lullaby. Then I stand over here after pressing the button. The shield guy is gonna come out from here for me, and then he's gonna stand over here. The same way, there are gonna be a couple of other guys with Lady Death, sorry, not a Lady Death, Sweet Dreams or a Lullaby, and they're gonna be on either side over here. So as soon as the boss drops, we go and melee the shield guy off, and then fall a bit back and change back to my Eagle Bearer, and then I start bumping the boss's backpack and keep his backpack in check while others DPS him. So that phase, you should hardly take around 30 to 45 seconds to down the boss if your DPS is good. So during this phase, we run 7 DPS and 1 healer with Future Initiative, because when he uses Future Initiative, we get extra weapon damage bonus. So that takes my weapon damage from, let's say, that's currently 126k. So it goes up to 157 if you're having someone on Future Initiative healer or 4-piece. So that way, we deal with this and take care of the NPCs at the back if you're doing a normal run or for a flawless, or if you're trying to do a speed run, you just throw a nade on yourself and then kill yourself pretty quick. That way you need not take care of the NPCs or any other keys and stuff, you just can run through. So that's an easier way to just save some time. And also during this phase, if you're doing one of the melee things, melee the shield, I would preferably use assault turret and put it over this spot because then the NPCs that pop up in this door and sometimes over there will be under check, buying you time to deal damage to the boss rather than being attacked by them and being downed. So that's one easy method to just clobber it through.